always mysterious and surprising. You never know what's around the next corner. You never know what's around the next corner.
Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be talking about a topic that I've covered in a podcast, but never in a video like this. So hopefully you guys like it. The topic is mindset. So we'll be talking about all of these things. So let's get going. So first item on the list, self-awareness. The best way I can find to describe this is that you can step back and look at the whole picture. Self-awareness is all about understanding where you are and how you are mentally and emotionally, especially. How you deal with those emotions dictates how your mindset is at a certain moment in time. So understanding where you are can lead to more control and a better grasp over your own mindset. So understanding the bigger picture means that you can visualize the situation and understand how your emotions are affecting you and how you can maybe even change them so you can have a better outcome. So for this part of the video, I want to explore section 2 of 4, titled The Mind. And I want to use an analogy to explore this. A camera. So imagine that this is your mind. When you film a video, you can add filters, you can add a different lens, you can focus on different things, the background, me. But this all changes the perception of your audience. So if you think that your audience is actually yourself, you can have an idea of how you can change your perception so that you can have a better time. Essentially what I mean is that you could theoretically convince yourself of anything because your mind is what you use to perceive your reality. So if you can tweak it a little bit, add a different lens, a different filter, you can theoretically change your whole perception on a subject or on life itself. So one way I see that we can apply this knowledge is whenever you're trying to approach something new, a new situation, wherever it is, if you tweak your mindset a little bit, you can probably get more out of that situation. Also, the same thing applies for your overall, let's put it, energy throughout the day. So if you concentrate on the good parts, you might be able to take more from the day, and you can even influence other people. So that brings me to the third section, which is motivation and confidence. Motivation is something that has to come from within. So no one can actually bring motivation onto you. They can maybe point you in the right direction, but they won't get you all the way there. For instance, if you set out to achieve a goal, but you don't do it because you lack motivation, the blame is on you, not anyone else. Usually the way to find this motivation is to find your passion. So that way you can have something you strive for and something that will keep you going because that's really what you want to do. One thing I've often noticed is that some people blame their lack of motivation on the weather outside, how dark it is or how cloudy it is, if it's rainy. I feel like the problem with that is that because you can't control it, you can't do anything about it, it shouldn't really affect your level of motivation. So instead, it's easier to concentrate on either the better aspects or not care about that at all, because you can't do anything about it. So why bother? This is especially true here in Sweden because it gets really, really dark in the winter. So for this last part, I actually came here to my school in the middle of a 1-week break that we have, and there is no living soul, just some weird noises. So I'll make this quick. So to talk about the fourth and last section, which is stress. And that's exactly why I'm here. Many of my classmates actually suffer from stress. It's usually because of lack of time. Mindset also helps with that. If you concentrate on the good things, then you can have less stress about whatever can bother you. So this brings it back to the mind. When you have a lot in your mind, because, for example, you're stressing about whatever shouldn't actually bother you, that doesn't leave enough space for you to concentrate on what actually matters. That's why it's a much better option to concentrate on the good, and then to realize and step back, just as we talked about it in self-awareness, and realize that maybe I do have a little more time, or I can allocate this time more efficiently instead of getting bothered by things that don't matter. I believe that one way you can diminish your stress level is by doing or concentrating on one thing at a time. And if you have many things that shouldn't matter to you, bothering you at that time, then you're not going to be able to concentrate on what really matters. So that's why mindset is important for stress as well. One last example I want to talk about is birthdays. I've always heard people say, well, at least a reserved group of people, that they don't like their birthday because it makes them feel like time's passing by and they're not doing enough. Well, I believe that you can change that. It's only a matter of tweaking your mindset just a little bit. So in my case, my birthday is Thursday. Today is Monday, and Thursday is the 13th of February. I'll be turning 18. And the only other thing that I'd like to add is that your birthday just shouldn't be an excuse for you to postpone some goal that you have. So don't use it as an excuse to leave it for a later date, for you to start on your birthday. Start now and really fulfill that goal, because it's up to you to change your mindset. So guys, that's been it. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, as everything in this channel, take it with a grain of salt. This is just my perspective right now, and I'm sure that I'll look back at this video and I'll at least like to add many other more things that I've brushed over that I didn't get to in this video. I might even change my outlook in many of the things that I discussed here. But it's good to have a record of what I've been thinking right now. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. By the way guys, a friend of mine just started reselling watches. His website's called Wencrow, so I'll put the link in the description. It's wencrows.com. And if you want a new watch, you can use my promo code NICK, Nick, to get 20% off.